I'm going to tell you something which you're all interested in. Women, yes. I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks in order to get women. And what are my qualifications? Is that what you're wondering? So, I don't like to brag, but still, I'm going to tell you something. So, while I was in London a couple of years ago, and I was doing some kind of business, illegal or legal, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. And I was doing something which was related to men and women. So there were a lot of opportunities for me to meet women. So while I was dealing with them, I came across something which I think most of the men which are watching me right now will find it useful. And because I'm a generous man, because I care for you, I would like to tell you some of the things what I've learned. I'm not going to tell you everything in detail, but I'm going to tell you some few tips here and bit here and there so that you may find it useful. What I'm going to tell you is the psychology of the woman, the mind, how the female and male mind works. So you have to understand that the male mind is logical. Now if you subset and subdivide, there may be some exceptions. Some men are more emotional, some men are more logical, but generally speaking, men's mind is logical. Women think not with logic, they go by emotions. So you need to have to generate a good positive energy. Women can see from a mile if your intentions are good or not, if your energy is of high or low. So when it comes to low, they know what your intentions are. So when I'm talking about the high energy, I'm talking about your charisma, I'm talking how funny you are, how good of a communicator you are. Basically, women likes to talk. They like men who likes to talk and men who listens to them, who can understand their emotions. So these are the basic things. Now if you happen to have some kind of money, you can avoid all these kind of things. I'm talking about the men who are working in a low level wage, so that they can have this kind of things. If they don't have money, you can try these things. So generally when you're going to talk to a woman, the basic things, what you have to do is that you have to make a believe that you have experience with other women. Never ever tell a woman that you are single, you have no experience with a woman. It's a big turn off to women, because they like to feel that the man they're dating, that they have an experience with other women. They have a lot of experience with other women. So make up some stories. I don't know what stories you're going to come up with. Make her believe that you have enormous experience with the woman. Either you can post pictures in your Instagram, or you can show some pictures, or you can, if you are a good storyteller, you can tell stories. Tell stories in such a way that she can visualize it. See, women tend to visualize a lot. We men go by logic. Women cannot understand logic. They go by emotions, they visualize things, they go by this vibe. So have a big energy. Whenever you go and talk to women, you need to have to produce an enormous amount of energy. You need to visualize a sack of white ball which is generating inside you and throbbing out. So you need to generate a kind of charisma. You need to generate an amount of high energy while you're talking to them. You need to be able to tell a good stories, or if you cannot tell stories, convey it. Basically, it's just this. The way how they perceive us, you need to change. You need to give her a different perception of who you are. You are the man. You are the deal. You are everything. So make her believe that you are the man. So for that you need to change her perception. A perception is everything, even though you are not. So no matter what, even if you are single, even if you have no experience with any woman, you need to make her believe that you have enough of experience with other women. Because women they prefer pre-selection. They like to believe that the man whom they're dating is admired and adored by other women. Women are basically a jealous creatures. They are emotional creatures. They go by their jealousies. So you need to come up with some good stories. And so it's tip number 1. I'm going to give you other tips lately. I don't like to talk about this kind of stuff, but I thought it might be helpful to some of you guys. So I told you one simple trick.